I get to pay Mr. Debo a visit. He saw me and he said, Slime. I said, yes, Mr. Debo, you did not find me. I'm looking for you. So I am here this morning to come and pay you a visit. And I'm going to be here for the next 20 years.
I did not find you. You threw our hand away. You threw our hand
away. But you know that cannot be true.
Where?
Nah.
Let's assume it's not true.
No, that's obviously.
I believe you.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm very well. And you?
I'm very well. Good to be here again.
You are very well.
Mr. Debo, so we are here together. What are we treating today? I know I saw something on beginners.
Yes, what you need to do, what a new real estate agent needs to do in the beginning. That's what we've been treating for some time, and I believe that we'll be able to conclude it today.
Okay, yes. All right. So just in case you are joining us for the first time, from 8:30, Mr. Debo will always stay here to talk about properties, questions really relate to properties. And yes, just in case you're a beginner, what a new real estate agent needs to do in the beginning, those things you need to know, things you need to do so that, would I say you will not fail? Or I think,
of course, to avoid failure now.
To avoid, but Mr. Debo, there's this mindset that as a beginner, there are challenges and all of that. So when it happens, I just feel it's supposed to be part of it. That's why I didn't want to use the word failure.
When we say failure, we are not saying you won't have challenges.
Okay.
We're just saying that your venture will not eventually end up being abandoned.
Okay.
Because you couldn't make a headway.
Okay.
Especially if some of the things we've been sharing would have been helpful for you. Why go through a wasted period in your life? Because if you did something for a while and you eventually, something you were quite passionate about, and you eventually have to abandon it, you would have been better off if you didn't even engage in it, probably. At least your time would have been better spent somewhere else. That's what we are saying. Okay. Of course, lessons learned from there also can help you in life later. Yeah. So nothing is a waste really in life. Even failures are not wasted if we know what to do. So that's just it.
Okay, so definitely you don't hear from Mr. Debo mouth, so let's just go straight up. So Mr. Debo, from where you stopped last week?
Yes, in the last 2 weeks, we've actually covered a number of grants. When it comes to what you should do, we started with making sure you get trained. Yes, making sure you get trained. For those that have missed probably prior episodes, they can catch up. Go to WAP TV
our YouTube channel.
Look for Property Matter and just watch the last 2 episodes. So get into it, because a lot of people don't know their right from their left when they get into this business. They just see that some of them get into it by accident. They were opportune to be around where a transaction was consummated.
And then they saw the money involved.
As it were. Some don't even know the final story of that money.
Why it started.
They don't even know the final story. As in probably how much got into the hands of the agent. You know, a lot of people hear this is agency 5%, agency 10%, agency. Say, a lot of money, 10%, 5%.
Big money, cool cash.
They don't know that when you really go into the trenches and you do the business, okay? All of those money does not end up with one person. Most of the time.
There's always a channel.
Of people. Yes. A number of people sharing, because for you to be able to sell something to someone, you probably need channels, you need linkages, you know, things like that. So get training so that you know what to do and you know how to do it. It's very important, both formal and informal training.
Okay, well, I was almost asking that, what kind of training? Like, do we have to go to school to
yes,
study,
that is part of it. Go to schools, take courses, you know, and then understudy also, you know, understudy also. You know, and learning is a lifelong venture.
Continuously.
Everybody is still learning. I'm still learning. Everybody
you stop to learn when you die.
Exactly. That's it. You just stop to learn when you die. Then we talked about you should try to belong to a network. You know, try to belong to a network. Very important. We talked about getting a mentor. You know,
if you talk about having a network, is it not still the same thing as having a channel? Like maybe working with yourself, people.
Okay, so what I emphasized about the network thing is that this business, you cannot be jack of all trade. You will be master of none. So because it's localized in a way, you have to train yourself to be the don of a particular territory. Okay. So if you are a good estate agent that is in charge of Ajao Estate, for example, you practice in Ajao Estate. Let it be that they know you in Ajao Estate.
Okay.
And any real estate transaction that comes up in Ajao Estate, you are
You
here.
must be there,
You
be
should be the
involved.
one to call. If somebody is looking for anything in Ajao Estate, they should be able to put a call through to you, and you should be able to sort them out. Now, you can't achieve that if you're in Ajao Estate, you are still trying to do Okota, you are still trying to do VI,
You want to be everywhere.
you are still trying to do Ikoyi, you know, you will be everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, however, the danger, I mean, the challenge for a lot of people is that, look, I don't want to be everywhere, yes, but what if I have people who will need something in VI? Will I now say, sorry, I don't do VI, go and meet somebody else? No, you don't have to do that. That's what I mean by networking. So network with other people, you know, people that are your colleagues and all, that are now done in VI, you know, so that you can then hand over that transaction. You can call your VI contact and say, I have something this, for you in VI.
And you also get your cut anyway.
Of course, of course. So that is what we mean by networking. So I say it this way when I train people. I say you should specialize, but also network. You know, so you should specialize, have a specialty in one particular area, and also then network. Very important. Very important. Then maybe today we should try to round up with another two, you know. And that the fourth one I will talk about today is that, look, belong to an association.
Registered.
Yes. Belong to an association. Join a body. Yes. Join a body of practitioners. Very, very important. If you are the type that actually went to school to study estate management, you definitely know you should just walk your path in Nigerian Institution of Estate Surveyors and Valuers, NAIVS. You should belong there. Play your role. Get your certification done and all of that. Get your registration done, I mean. And then, you know, belong to that body.
Okay.
It's very important. Get people of like minds, you know, because that's where the programs exist in those kind of associations are not to sharpen professionals, you know. When new events and update comes in the practice, they are shared better in those kind of associations and things like that. And then when there are issues in practice, either as a country or as an industry, you are facing issues collectively, you all can face it. You know, if you are just an estate agent, I usually recommend that people join this association of estate agents of Nigeria. Estate Agent Association of Nigeria. They are also part of NAIVS, kind of. There are also some estate agency.
Well, then I wanted to ask, like, is it possible to be professional without belonging to an association? Because I feel if you're professional, means you have to be registered and you automatically have an association to belong to. I don't know.
You see, part of being professional is really belonging to.
Okay.
That's the way I see it. Part of it professional is belonging to a body of like professions. People of like professions, people that are the same, you're practicing the same profession. I think it's part of it. Because really, professionalism cannot be in isolation, you know, because you want to move even that practice forward. You want to move that profession forward. You can't, no man can be an island.
At all.
Yorubas will say, "Igi kan o le dagbo se." Where you have one tree, you can't say this is a bush.
Only you cannot make a forest.
You can't. You can't refer to one tree as a bush, no matter how big the tree is. It's just a tree. But when you have multitudes of trees, then yeah, that's a bush, you know. So it's always advisable that you join a reputable association. For your practice, sometimes, for agencies, sometimes it's like just a trade association. Yeah, but if you are an estate management graduate or you've taken the NAIVS professional exams, you know that NAIVS is a professional body. It's not just a trade association, you know. You have to be registered as a NAIVS member and you go through some processes to do that. You know, the advantage of belonging to associations is that people know that, you know, very wise people, very wise investors know that you don't do business with somebody that does not have tail.
So in case he commit,
exactly.
you get when I fit grab him.
You shouldn't, because if you have scores to settle, if you have issues with the way the person has carried out whatever brief or business you've given them, who do you report to? Who do you take him before, to say, so look, I did a business with your member. I know that this is your profession. This is ordinarily how things should be done. But look at this, what your member did to me. Can you call him to order? I need redress. People who do business know that they should do business with people that have tail. Okay, so that's one other reason. Apart from the water, I don't know why I'm speaking.
I was almost please. It is not Chief that's sitting here this morning, because I wish I could be helping you. I wish I could be helping you to interpret all the Yorubas you've been speaking, but it is
maybe
error.
Maybe the spirit of Chief is in here.
Which is water.
Okay, this is the translation in English.
Okay.
Iru eye.
Eye is water.
In fact, I think we said it one of the maybe 2 episodes. Iru eye and water. That's the English translation of what I just said.
I don't know. Just find people of the same.
Yeah, so that's the advantage. You need to just belong to an association. It's very, very important. And then lastly, I would say that get as much accreditation as you possibly can. I won't say there is no limit to it. Just get as much accreditation, paper accreditation as you can.
People building say, your brand,
paper is just paper. Hey, somebody said, I will not listen to you until I know who trained you. That's what somebody said. That I will not do business. Some people will not do business with you until they know who trained you.
Who trained you?
What experience do you have? What training did you get? And those are evidence. The accreditations that you're getting, get as much as you can. As new things are coming up, get accredited in them. Diversify into some areas that would help your practice, collaborate what you do. For example, we agents do a lot of mediation without knowing. Because we settle disputes between tenant and landlord, between seller of land and buyer of land. We are the go-between a lot of times. And what that means is that we do a lot of mediation. So, and there are certifications you can get in mediation that can enable you do mediation, understand mediation better, and be able to do it properly. So get those kind of certifications. Don't just know it. Have evidence that you know it. Sometimes we think that paper is useless. It's not that useless. If you can, no matter what, okay, even if it is not whatever training you have, get the certification for it. Be able to say.
And from should we say from reputable? I don't know.
Of course, from reputable people that can train you. Like I said, somebody says, "I want to know who trained you before I do business with you." So get from.
So when
people
you even mention the name, even if they were having doubts with that, they can.
These guys, they produce good results. So for you to have gone there are some things that you should have at least you should have learned. So get it, because it is in that would help your resolution, your resolve to be a professional. All of that helps you, makes you up into the professional that you should ordinarily be. So it's very important. Don't look at things. Look at no numbers. There are some other trainings that you, like I said, they may not be directly related. There are agents that don't know jack about real estate law. You can't be a good agent
if you don't know.
You can't. If you don't know real estate law, as in the aspect of law that has to do with real estate.
So there are laws governing.
And when you say, I know it, if there are places where you can get certification for knowing it, go there.
So all this at this age, I don't know. But the ones we have around, like all of those ones, they always help us scout for when you want to rent an apartment, and they help you to scout, they help you to get one. I don't know. They are obviously not professionals, right? Because now we don't even know the ones that are professionals and the ones that are not? Are we supposed to say, okay, oh, before you can help me get this, I need to, because the truth is, most times we find out that most of these agents are working with the landlords. I think I've actually told you before that I was a victim of the house I collected. I never knew they had like some payments, like they had outstanding lights, they had lawma, they had different outstanding, and then I had to pay for it. And when I challenged him, he said he did not know, and he didn't even do anything to help me get back my money. But I think we'll answer to that.
He does not know his job.
He does not know. That's why I'm saying maybe he wasn't professional enough.
Yeah. Yeah. You said
anyways, go for a quick break. Yes, and then we'll be right back. In my next life, I dey go into real estate. Because the way they bath up, the way they dress, this is looking moneylicious on a Tuesday morning. Now look at you. On a custard, what do I call this now? No, you yourself, look at the screen, Yola. How are you doing anyways?
I'm fine. Good morning. You look good too now.
Yeah. Trying to be like
Everly. The beautiful sleeping.
Oh, shit.
Good morning, Bogbole.
Abi, Yalajede.
You're home again. Good morning, my mommies, my daddies, my brothers, my sisters, my uncles, my aunties. This is Adiola O. Azan, your one and only surest realtor in the whole of the world.
I trust.
It's a global thing.
No, it's a global. Me and Mr. Debo just talked about networking, so it's a global thing. Come on, you're global. You're global already, Diola. So what's new today? What do we have? What are we talking about?
It's no other thing than what we've been talking about. It's about Kiev and Ekpe, our phase 3.
Okay.
So the reason we came today is to tell us about the price increments that's going to be taking place from May 1st.
Oh, my month.
Yeah. So May 1st, our land price will be increasing from 750,000 to 900,000 for a 600 square meters. And then our documentation fee, which has been discounted, presently it is 350,000. But from May 1st, it's going to be 500,000 naira. That's like a whooping 400,000 naira increment on both land and documentation fee.
Why?
So I implore someone to tell someone who knows someone that also knows someone that Ekpe is the real deal right now. And as you can see, we have clients testifying to the beauty, the topography, the location, everything about Ekpe. That was why I had to do that client's review as the first thing, as you can see. And that's just some of them. So you too can be a partaker of this hot cake in Ekpe with an initial deposit of 400,000 naira before May 1st. So you don't get to buy higher.
Between now and Friday.
Yeah, that's like 3 days time.
No, I think now and Thursday. Friday should be May 1st, I guess.
No,
Today's
Friday's 30th.
30th. Okay, so that you have between now and Friday.
Yeah, so anything from Saturday, the price shoots up. And you know we've been clamoring about this place for a very long time. Ekpe has freehold. Ekpe is less congested. Ekpe is the newest deal.
Developed. Because I remember when we used to talk about Ikorodu, people would be like, no, I cannot go to, it's too far. I cannot go to Mowe Bafo. It's too, now all of those places are actually congested. They are jam-packed.
Let's use our word, jam-packed. So now, you know, there's this saying that when you see people going in a particular direction, just follow them.
Yeah, because there are times you don't go miss road.
Because you don't know what they are looking for. They are just moving in that direction. Just move with them first. When you now get there, now, why are you people moving in this direction? And the best gift you can give yourself on planet Earth is owning a piece of planet Earth. Yeah. So when you own your own space on Earth, you are good to go. Land appreciation, land banking, everything now is what people are going into. It's the newest mine, the gold of today, real estate. When you do it well, you do it right, then you do it extremely large. So don't miss out on this offer. It's just to tell us that we should key in before the price goes up. Price is going up May 1st. But if you can quickly deposit 400,000 naira between now and May 1st, then you are good to go. Even if the price goes up to 10 million naira, it just means that your land has appreciated to 10 million naira.
Imagine, just like that. So if you know they watch us, and of course, like waiting the dollar don't talk everything where you suppose where you suppose no, but you still get more questions where we say maybe no one just talking because we did live on TV. It's fine. That now why our number there. You can always call her. Trust me, she dey with her phone 247. And like she said, now been see the review, now been hear opinions, you been hear feedbacks from those persons where she been there with. So why are you carrying last?
Let me even add to it. That location in Ekpe, where her land is, We have a lot of upcoming real estate companies there. A lot of designated upcoming estates. We have a university, a functioning university.
Oh, imagine.
We have a model college. We have all these institutions, they are annex campuses. They are in that vicinity. It shares close proximity to the major T junction. There is light already in that axis.
So it's not like when you come, if you say you want to buy now, build now, you don't need to worry about
buy
light.
and build. It is a buy and build. The topography is something that you can't. In fact, if you actually heard what those clients were saying, they said they loved it. Some actually picked up to 2 acres. Some actually bought for the sake of land banking. So that when, like now, there was a client of mine that bought massively. When, like now. So now that the price is going up, imagine he has like 20 plots. That's
so 400, even sell back
400,000 naira increment times 20. And it's not stopping there. The price is still going up until the estate is sold out. So why don't you give this a trial? Property.
Property appreciates.
And it does not matter that I have one. I don't want more. If you have the capacity, go for as many as you can. Because you don't know which one will actually pave way and will boom. Look at Shangotedo now. Look at ShopRite Shangotedo. Some few years ago, that place was nothing. At all. Immediately that ShopRite came like this, that place became mine, gold. A land in that axis is like 30 million naira.
Now imagine back then, we always buy land of 150. Now you have to have.
Imagine an investor that somebody was actually, motivated to come and buy like 1 and actually bought 3. Now let's assume he bought like 4 million naira then. Now he has 3 and he's selling for 30 million. Please, how much is the interest? 26 million times 3.
Hurrah! You're rich. You're very rich.
Blood money that is legit.
Soap when they legit.
Abio, they'll be cutting soap. Legit,
this is a soap that we are ready.
Legit blood money, real estate. People that has eyes, people that have foresight, they know what it is. It is people that, fine, it's good, I understand Nigeria of today, the economy and everything, but you can start small. You don't have to have all the money to start real estate. You can start from somewhere. That's why there's a flexible payment options for different people. Up to 12 months, some have up to 18 months. So what is stopping you?
Can they spread this too?
Yes, up to 12 months.
Oh, really?
What is stopping you? Nothing.
Nothing really. Nothing. All right, so obviously, like we don't talk, Jella don't ask you, me say if they ask you this morning, say waiting they stop you. And one thing that I know, we know they ever depreciate na land.
Yes, so
na land. Most of the places where they feel say, they developed. I was telling Mr. Debo, say I missed a chance when there was a property, then they actually leased out to journalists. And I was like, no, it's too inside. I cannot. Now everywhere they don't buy them. No place again. So if you have questions where you go like ask Diola, please feel free to
I'm
call
on LinkedIn, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Instagram.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on the Breakfast Show this morning. I love you guys. I'll see you again tomorrow on the Breakfast Show. My name is Limi. Thank you so much, Diola.
Adiola, thank you.
Bye.